One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Bearcats about to kick it away and get this season started. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll try the run. And this home team defense is now rolling out the welcome mat for the visitors. They start their night stuffing the run. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. You start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Unloads it left. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
Let's see what he can do with it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. With jet sweep pass. Turning it on. The 30. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bearcats. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Quarterback moving. Escapes trouble. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. And the Sooners headed quickly to the line. to fire on second down. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 10, here he comes. He gets a block. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Makes the catch. Across the 25, he's got room. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Quick completion on the out route. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Anderson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try it over the left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Rides the back on the option, the give. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line. Guys, let's chat a minute about Cincinnati. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
They boot it away on 4th down. Touchdown Sooners! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make them miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
He'll bring it out. It's Pryor. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Using his legs, it's Pryor. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
A little screen to the running back. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Back to pass, it's Sorsby. He uncorks one deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. He might just try to keep it away from this guy after a house call came after the first punt. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires on the move. Makes the grab. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Quick tempo here for the offense. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Caldwell. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Wide open downfield. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Tag. Touchdown Bearcats. He got loose and it was lights out after that. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Using his legs, it's Ncaa. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They'll go right back to the run. It's a runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. He's up to 55 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job.
Oh, he's got some space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
The Sooners have their offense in high gear. The toss sweep to the right. He breaks a tackle. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the running back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sooners!
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Colorado steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Boulder a ton of confidence. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. To the air, it's Sorsby. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And the Bearcats want to crank the tempo. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Cincinnati.
And the Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Slithers into space. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Bearcats will send out the punt unit.
Number 31, on to kick it away.
Here's the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
Oklahoma offense will take over 1st and 10.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Leaves it with the running back. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. He just broke the century mark. 100 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Gets it out quickly. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll give it to the back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
On the option. He'll pull it on the read. Gives it on the option. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the 1st down.
They go to the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Little touch pass to the receiver. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be 3rd down. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Here comes the heat. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Pryor. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small get.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving. Oh, there's always football on the bad pitch.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown Sooners. Once he got some room, it was over.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Going with the ground game left. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. The Bearcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
At the 35. Now, a 4th down.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for it on 4th down, trailing. He's got it and more than enough for a first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got it!
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy pass and catch.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you could tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing the 3rd down.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats! Fitted in the window for the score. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 25. What a dime tossed by that Sooners quarterback. It seems like if you're going to play for Oklahoma, you better be able to spin the magic beat.
You better be able to spin it, and guess what? Most of the time, if you play for Oklahoma, there's a good chance you can win a trophy at the end of the year. That kind of good, that kind of history we've seen throughout, and this guy's just following in those footsteps.
Moves away as he feels pressure. There he goes. Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Get set, get set.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. On the sweet spin, and he's free. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
On the ground, it's Walker. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza.
325.
To the air, it's Sorsby. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. He gets it into enemy territory, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll be fourth down.
Now, fourth down.
Looking to throw. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Looking for more room. Inside the touchdown Sooners. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Coming out with it, it's Pryor. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. On the run, it's Walker. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The give to the tailback. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be calling a hot route. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. The give to the back. Nice move to keep running. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
The give to the single back. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue.